Hello, my name is Sunny Pathak. Today we will go to start one of the very important topic, which is the relations and functions. Although you may have read couple of things in your school, so yes, of course. So the relation itself. So what does it mean? Relation means the combination of two things. For example, if I say father has a son. Okay, so means father is telling a relation with his son. So there is a relation of father and son. So we can give an example of mother and daughter, sister and brother, husband and wife. So these are the combinations of or set of an example of relations. So we will quickly revise couple of things here. Okay, what is the difference between relation and functions? Okay, this part we will discuss it later. Okay, uh, what are the types of relations? So yes, in maths there are 9 kinds of relations. How many kinds are there? There are total 9 kinds. Okay, the first is empty relation, full relation, reflexive relation, irreflexive relation, symmetric relation. Further, there is a anti-symmetric relations, transitive relation, equivalence relation, and finally asymmetric relation. Okay, another is a Cartesian product. What is a Cartesian? What does the Cartesian product of sets mean? So now we can see here the Cartesian product of sets refers to the product of two non-empty sets. Means we may have given two different sets are here. Okay, both should not in the form of the non-empty. They may have something. Okay, where we talk about its product. Thus, basically it is a collection of all ordered pairs which are attended by product of two non-empty sets. Okay, we can see an example here. Yes, Cartesian product of this one. So look, we have an example here. The Cartesian product x and y between two sets x and y is the set of all possible ordered pairs. The first element from x and another is from y. For example, this can be represented in this x multiply y means the product of x and y. So where the element of x belongs to the capital X, similarly the element of y belongs to capital Y. Okay, so the particular system is known as a Cartesian product. Hope you have understood. Okay, so we will move it once again. Another is a what is an invertible function? Invertible function means like we may have given different sets. So suppose if you have sets in the form of 2 3 4 5, so inverse of this function is 3 2. 3 2 will have 2 3, 4 5 will have 5 4. Okay, so hope you have understood its basics. Now we'll discuss about types of relations. Okay, so yes, so as we just discussed, a collection between the empty elements of two or more sets in relation with the combination of two things. The sets must have non-empty means it must have something. A subset of the Cartesian product also forms of a relation R. It is basically denoted as a capital R. Okay, so a relation may be represented either by roster method or by set builder. So this is also two very important point. One is a roster method, another is a set builder form. The basic difference means roster form which is properly written, or this is a set builder form which is written in the symbolic form. Like for example, we have given let A and B be two sets such that A we have given two different sets, this, and B we have given one other set. Then here we have given one is a set builder form x is equal to 4y minus 3, x belongs to A, means x belongs to this one. Similarly, y belongs to B, so we have given here, so that's a set builder. So it means if you keep the value of y here like 1, so 4 multiply 1, so 4 minus 3 becomes 1. Okay, so if you are keeping 1, okay, so but you know there is also important, we can basically understood with an example of Venn diagram. So look, first in a Venn diagram I have written 2, 5, 7, 8, 10, 13. You can clearly see, you know. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it is written there. Is it? Suppose if you keep the value of 1 instead of y, so 4 minus 3 is 1. So it means if you keep the value of y 1, so the result is 1, but A does not have value of 1. So this is why 1 does not have any arrow here. Okay, but if you value of the 2, the 2 multiply 4 becomes 8, 8 minus 3 becomes 5. So look, so this is why 2 has a 5. So same if we talk about 3, 12 minus 3 becomes 9. So 3 has a 9, or you can say 9 has a relation with 3. Similarly 4 has a 13, but if you keep the value of 5, so 5 multiply 4 becomes 20, 20 minus 3 17, but we do not have any element in A. So this is why we have there is no relation, or you can say there is no arrow with 5. Is it? So now finally the roster form can be written 5 2, 9 3 and 10 4. So you can see. So hope you may have understood the difference between set builder form and roster form as well. Okay, so now we need to move ahead. Types of relations or relationship. So let us study about the various types of relation. Empty, you know, the word says itself, universal, identity, inverse, reflexive, symmetric or transitive. So we have here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, total 7. So look, empty relation, the word itself says if a particular sets do not have any function or which is not exactly related, which is known as a empty relation. Like we have given, we can read the definition. If no element of x is related to any element of x, so then a relation in A is an empty relation. So this is particularly denoted with R is equal to 5. For example, A consisting of only 100 hens in a poultry farm. Okay, A consisting of 100 hens in a poultry farm. Is there any possibility of finding a relation R of getting any elephant in the farm? So definitely not. Okay, here we are talking about a poultry farm. Okay, that's in a common sense. In a poultry farm, what do you find? You will find there hens. But if I say, can you tell me how many elephants are there, or is there any elephant? So definitely not. So it means it's very important line. How do we say in a technical term? R is a void or empty. Is it? Yes, there are 100 hens, but here we are talking about an elephant. Is it? So elephant. So that is the reason. So there are only 100 hens, but no elephant. So this is why it is known as a empty relation, or this is denoted with R is equal to 5. Hope you understood. Okay, another is a universal relation. Okay, universal relation. So what does it mean? A relation R in a set, say A, is a universal relation if each element of A is related to every element of A. Okay, means if we are talking about a particular relation is A, so here it is denoted with a R is equal to A multiply A. Okay, also full relation, it is also known as a full relation, but you just need to remember universal relation. Suppose A is a set of all natural numbers. Okay, A is a set of all natural numbers. Natural number means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And B is a set of all whole numbers. What is the whole numbers? 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The relation between A and B is a universal, as every element of A is in set B. Means, like, if I say there are two things, one is a, another is a B. Okay, so A is everywhere in B except 0. Okay, except 0. Empty relation and universal relation are sometimes called trivial relation also. Okay, understood? Another is a identity relation. Okay, what's an identity relation? So if each element may have in the same thing, or it is related to itself, like every element of A is related to itself only, like I is equal to A comma A belongs to A. We have given, sir, for example, if we throw 2 dice, we get 36 possibilities outcomes, 1 1 1 2 1 3 blah 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 till 6 6. If we define the relation as 1 1 2 2 3 3, there are the same numbers in both pair, so this is known as a identity relation. Is it inverse? Okay, what is an inverse relation? So inverse relation, okay, like same, that's an opposite of different sets. Means element of A is in B or vice versa. Element of B has a. For example, suppose if we have given a set of relation R, relation A multiply B. So the relation R inverse is said to be an inverse relation if R inverse from B to A. Look, very important pointer here. A, okay, we have relation is here A to B, is it? Now the R inverse is going to change B to A. Like, look, the relation R inverse BA. Okay, AB relation, AB belongs to real number, but inverse of R, BA, means their elements becomes chained. So we can see, we can understood very good with an example. Like, look, R we have 1 2 2 3. So inverse of R1 is 2 1 or 3 2. So we can see it here. Yes. So here, if I talk about the domain of R is the range, or R inverse is the vice versa. Okay. Another, reflexive relation. Reflexive is reflexive, symmetric, or transitive. These are 3 very important points. Okay, so you need to listen this very carefully, and I will make one more video for these topic. Fine. So look, if every element of set A maps to itself, the relation is reflexive relation. For example, look, so we have given a set of A, so where they make the relation AA, means same element are there, so that is known as a reflexive relation. What is symmetric relation? Symmetric, you can say that's an inverse of particular set. Like, we have given a relation R on a set A is said to be symmetric if AB belongs to R and BA belongs to R, for AB belongs to A. Okay, we can see it here, AB belongs to R or BA belongs, so you can see it here, AB belongs to R. So we can see it here, it